Hello and welcome back to Whitney Alex Works recap of Bachelor in Paradise Season 8, Episode 13 and 14, Week 8. Before we begin, please like and subscribe here at Whitney Alex Works for more recap videos just like this one. Alright, let's dive into recapping Week 8 of Bachelor in Paradise. We begin episode 13 on a somber note where everyone on the beach is pretty upset about what happened with Rodney and Eliza, and the fact that Paradise is ending soon has everyone in their feels, and the mood is just sad, 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 sad. As everyone feels bad for Rodney as he really liked Eliza, and everyone wished Rodney could have had his happy ending. But then the cast starts to wonder about Eliza. Did she make the right decision chasing after Justin? Well, let's find out. We soon head back to last week's cliffhanger where Eliza is headed to Baltimore, Maryland to try and win back Justin, and she knocks on his door. Justin opens up and he is shocked, pretty shocked honestly, as he doesn't know what to think. And Eliza opens up about her feelings and she admits that she made the wrong choice, and she says that she let peer pressure influence her decision and that's why she chose Rodney. But then she said right after Justin left, she broke it off with Rodney and flew straight to Baltimore to try and win back Justin. So now here they are, and it's up to Justin to say something. Well, first, he thanks Eliza for coming to see him, but he admits he is confused as he just got back from Paradise and he hasn't even unpacked. But shockingly, he turns Eliza down, citing that he wants someone who will pick him. Well, isn't Eliza doing that right now by flying to Baltimore to win him back? Well, honestly, this decision was shocking, and I question everyone's sanity in this love triangle as Eliza has a growing moment, but everyone in this love triangle takes the L, and really everyone ends up empty-handed, and now Eliza is left to reflect on her choices, and it just feels like a lose-lose situation for all three of them. Well, that sucked for everyone involved, but we had no choice but to pick up the pieces and move forward on our journey. But the beach is still drenched in sadness, but it's time to change the mood because Mara from Clayton's season has arrived in Paradise and she has a date card. She heads down to the beach hoping for a fun connection, but she walks into a sad, sad beach. But that won't stop Mara from pushing for a mood change, and she asks to talk to Andrew. But Andrew is standoffish, and he ends up calling Mara a nice lady. And poor Mara is struggling as coming in late to Paradise is a difficult situation to be in. But after talking to a few more men, Mara finally makes a connection with one of the twins. And it's Justin who's linked to Florence, and Mara asks him on a date and Justin says yes, but this makes Flo kind of upset as she watches Justin and Mara head off on their date. But before the date, Florence and Mara kind of go after each other, and this squabbling entertains the beach as everyone is giving Flo and Mara shit for fighting over a 24-year-old when both of them are about 8 years older than Justin, the twin from Connecticut. But Justin apparently is interested in Mara as he admits that he wants to explore things in Paradise, and they have a fun food-themed date where they make themselves into human churros with both having a good time, and well, they end up kissing each other. But this isn't good news for Flo back at the beach as she is pretty upset that her boy Justin is out with another woman. Meanwhile, we see that some relationships are pretty solid as we see Victoria and Johnny are talking about meeting each other's families soon, and we get some insight with Johnny as apparently one of his brothers is in jail, which we didn't get this info on his hometown date with Gabby, and this makes Victoria sad as she feels for Johnny, and they grow closer as the notion that an engagement may be soon in their future. But we also see another couple, Kate and Logan, finally discuss what Kate meant by she needs more from Logan at the last rose ceremony. And Logan tells Kate that he felt hurt, that Kate seems always disappointed with him, and he doesn't know what to do about it. But then, of course, we get a recap of Kate being shallow again about Logan, talking down to him as she calls him out for driving an orange Honda and him apparently being a dog walker. Wait, isn't Logan a videographer? I really don't know, but it's obvious these two are toxic together, but I guess they will have to learn the hard way. But Kate finally apologizes about what she said at the rose ceremony, but then the two start to bicker back and forth again, and despite Kate saying she wants Logan to lead, I'm going to call bullshit, as she gets Logan to bend the knee to her yet again, and it seems that Kate wants to control Logan and mold him into the man she wants him to be, but despite their bickering, they end up kissing each other. Great. It's the next day, and Justin the twin is spending some time with Mara after their date, but Flo is still upset as she feels like she just got pushed to the side, and she goes to her room and she starts to pack. But Justin hears of this and he rushes to talk to Florence, and he tells her that he doesn't want her to leave, as he tells her that he wants to pursue her instead of Mara. And of course, Mara shows up hoping to talk to Justin, and they do talk, but Justin tells Mara that he is going to ultimately pursue Flo. And Mara is disappointed, but she understands. And now Justin is all in on Flo, while Mara is sad and she is crying. But then she heads to the bar and takes a shot while the other women tell her to just have fun now. Well, with the twin love triangle solved pretty quickly, the new day provides some more challenges for the contestants, as not one, but two women head down to the beach. We have Incy and Lindsay from Clayton's season, and they both have a date card. And after Incy talks to Andrew and Lindsay talks to Logan, they both ask them on a date. But as Andrew says yes, causing Jasenia to question their relationship, Lindsay has to wait and see what Logan will decide after he talks to Kate. Well, Logan and Kate bicker more about where they stand, but Kate says that she doesn't want Logan to go on this date with Lindsay, and so Logan then tells Lindsay that he can't go because he is pretty serious with Kate and doesn't want to jeopardize that. So Lindsay then decides that she is leaving Paradise because her person isn't there, and the first to hug her goodbye is Kate. Cringe. And Lindsay leaves the beach and joins the long list of contestants who deserved better this season. But with Lindsay leaving, Incy and Andrew are going to head out on their day, and they have a fun day with beach activities, and they have an obvious connection with each other, where Andrew says he felt a spark with Incy, and this is very exciting for him as it's been a while since he's felt something like this. And then after eating some oysters, they head to a hotel pool where they get close and eventually start kissing each other. All the while, Jasenia is wondering what will happen next. And eventually, Andrew and Incy head back to the beach, where Andrew asks to talk to Jasenia, where he tells her that he is feeling more for Incy and he wants to pursue Incy. Jasenia is shocked, but she understands, and then they hug. But then Jasenia starts to cry, not knowing what to do next, but she feels dejected and is thinking of leaving Paradise. Well, before the episode ends, we get an update with Tyler and Brittany, and they are pretty happy together, but Logan is struggling yet again, as it seemed he wanted to go on that date with Lindsay after all. But before the episode ends, surprise arrivals show up in Paradise, and they are none other than former bachelorettes Rachel and Gabby. And this shakes up the beach yet again, as many of the men on the beach were in their season, and some of the men are squirming, especially Logan. We begin episode 14 right where we left off. Former bachelorettes Gabby and Rachel have come to Paradise to dish on some of the men that they dated on their season. And well, let's get one awkward thing out of the way, and that's Gabby's engagement ring with her final pick, Eric. Well, they broke up about 2 months after The Bachelorette season 19 ended, so there's that. And of course, Rachel and Tino didn't make it either, but this was filmed right before the madness at the end of Rachel and Gabby's season aired. Alright, with that tidbit of information out of the way, Rachel and Gabby lead the women to have a chat about their time in paradise so far. And they learn that Tyler is going strong with Brittany, and Rachel and Gabby have nothing but good things to say about Tyler, so this makes Brittany really happy. Meanwhile, Victoria is a little defensive, but she shares that her and Johnny are very serious and they told each other that they love each other. And alright, and then Kate shares that she is with Logan, and this makes Gabby and Rachel cringe as they go and have a chat with Kate about Logan being indecisive on their season of The Bachelorette. Rachel dishes to Kate that she doesn't respect Logan and that he is wishy-washy with his choices in love, and this makes Kate concerned, but is she really concerned? I doubt it, but she takes the advice anyway and promises to have a chat with Logan about it. And with that, Rachel and Gabby are leaving paradise wishing the best for everyone, but before they leave, Gabby clues Logan in on the fact that they trash-talked him to Kate, and this makes Logan extremely nervous. Alright, so moving on, a date card arrives in paradise and it goes to Tyler. He picks his love interest Brittany and the two head off to spend some quality time together. But then we are treated to another fight with Aaron and Genevieve, and they are squabbling about whether itching and pain are the same thing, and this makes the other contestants roll their eyes as this bickering seems to be a reoccurring thing with these two. And long story short, Genevieve is frustrated with Aaron and she is packing up her things yet again, and she is threatening to leave paradise yet again. And Aaron again chases after her and they come to an understanding yet again that they love each other. But honestly, it all seems volatile and I'd be surprised if these two actually made it in the end. Well, with that happening yet again, we move on as we catch up with a very strong couple in paradise, Michael and Danielle, and they are very excited about the future and what it holds, and they admit that they are scared about the future, but also very hopeful that they can work it out outside of paradise, and they end up kissing, making them even stronger. So, back to the date with Tyler and Brittany, the two head out and they reflect on what Gabby and Rachel had to say about him, which was nothing but good things, and Brittany is very happy that Tyler seems to be a good guy, and they both share that they want to pursue real life after paradise. And in Brittany's confessional, she tells the audience that she is falling in love with Tyler and she sees a future with him. It's a new day in paradise and we get another surprise arrival, and this time it is Becca and Thomas from Bachelor in Paradise season 7, and they are freshly engaged. And switching things up, Becca actually proposed to Thomas and they announced that they have a special surprise for the beach to commemorate their love together, a Sadie Hawkins Dance where the women have to ask the men to go, and there's a theme, it's the 1990s. And then with that big announcement, the women start preparing to ask the men to the first ever Sadie Hawkins Paradise Dance. Genevieve asked Aaron using a mariachi band, and Serene asked Brandon using a jumbo-sized mango ice cream bowl, and then Victoria surprises Johnny with a fun checklist of qualities she likes about him, and all of them are cute and fun, but Kate is feeling emotional as she is still confused about what Gabby and Rachel told her about Logan. And she pulls Logan to have a conversation, and she is still worried about the age gap between them and whether or not Logan has the right type of lifestyle for her. And really, it's just another deja vu moment as Kate challenges Logan about his wishy-washy behavior. But long argument short, the two come to another understanding as Kate then asks Logan to the Sadie Hawkins dance, which he says yes, and then they kiss. And soon the cast is getting ready for the dance with everyone dressed in their best 90s outfits, and I'm loving NC's bubble hair and everyone's baby spice pigtails, and everyone seems to be having a fun time so far, with the cast getting to vote on most likely to, be engaged. And of course we switch over to Brandon and Serene, who's been going strong since day one, and they are all in on each other still, and they are even talking about getting engaged soon. And it's a fun time at the Sadie Hawkins Dance, with the boys having a dance-off versus the girls, and everyone is cutting loose, where it seems all the couples are enjoying their time together. This includes newly formed couple NC and Andrew, but while they are having a good time, Jasenia and Mara are going stag, and Jasenia is feeling a little down as she is fresh from her breakup with Andrew, and she is feeling upset about how everything turned out this time around in paradise. And too funny, okay, Andrew and NC are getting a tarot card reading, and he pulls the death card, and this is juxtaposed with Jasenia wanting to talk to Andrew, and she then asks him to have a conversation, which sends NC spiraling. And Jasenia starts to question Andrew's motives as she tells him that she was full on focused only on him, and that he has been down and out for the majority of paradise, and this triggers Andrew to reflect on his time in paradise. But NC is frustrated as she approaches Andrew and asks him to step away from the conversation and head back to the dance party. But Andrew tells NC that he needs to finish this conversation, and then NC is continuing to spiral as Jasenia asks Andrew what is his goal in paradise, and Andrew tells Jasenia the shocking truth that he still has feelings for Teddy, who left pretty early on in paradise, and no one has been able to match what he felt for her. And this is a shocking reveal as again NC asks Andrew to step away from Jasenia or risk losing her and their blossoming relationship. And this makes Jasenia call her out for giving him an ultimatum. And again, NC is told to basically go away, and NC is very upset about all this. But Jasenia is upset too that Andrew wasn't fully over Teddy, so she feels like she wasted her time. And now Andrew has come to the realization that his hesitation to pursue another relationship was about his lingering feelings for Teddy. And upon hearing this, Jasenia has had enough in her second go-around in paradise, and she is ready to go home. So Jasenia takes off, but now Andrew heads to talk to NC, and he tells her that he still has feelings for Teddy, and that he is going to leave paradise. And this is when it gets difficult, as NC is refusing to accept this information, and she begs Andrew to stay in paradise, and she repeats her plea over and over again, but Andrew's mind is made up. He is leaving paradise alone. And when Andrew takes off, NC is crushed and she starts bawling her eyes out, and she too decides to leave paradise. And wow, that was a lot of drama crammed right at the end of this episode. And it looks like the first Sadie Hawkins Dance kind of went to shit. But Wells, the bartender in the credits, reads out who won most likely to, while no one was there. Oh my goodness. So apparently most likely to get engaged went to Brandon and Serene. That was pretty obvious. Oddest couple went to Flo and Justin. And King and Queen of Paradise Season 8 went to Michael and Danielle. Well, that's it for week 8 of Bachelor in Paradise Season 8, where the first ever Paradise Sadie Hawkins Dance just kind of blew up in everyone's faces. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe at Whitney Alex Works for more recaps in the future. And see you next week for the finale of Bachelor in Paradise Season 8, where I want to thank you for making it this far, as this has been the longest season of Paradise ever. So stay tuned for next week, where Paradise is finally coming to an end.